Okay, we are now recording. I will kill you. And here we go.
Hi, welcome to the I Will Kill You panel. I am Cameron D. Blackwell, um, self-proclaimed best writer ever. I like to write sci-fi, horror, and fantasy.
I'm Jill Knowles. I write mostly fantasy, horror, and a little bit of smutty romance.
Ooh, love it. So I guess this topic is our favorite ways, either that we've killed characters or deaths of characters that we've seen either in media or read in books. Um, so I guess my favorite kill, I like to watch a lot of horror movies. So that is like my thing. I love horror movies. So I think my favorite horror movie death has come from the movie Jason X. It is the 10th Jason, like Friday the 13th movie in the series, and it is the most ridiculous. I haven't seen all of them, but in my favorite, this is the best one because it's in space. And like most of those movie genres, those movies, they go to space somehow. So I think my favorite one has to be uh, the Jason wakes up because there are children on, well, not children, but teenagers, young adults having sex, and he wakes up because he's being cryogenically frozen, and he walks down the spaceship hallways, and he finds a woman working with liquid nitrogen, and he comes up behind her, grabs her, and sticks her face in the liquid nitrogen, and then pulls her out and then throws her on the floor. That
That is a good one.
I mean, that's so amazing. I'm sure we've seen it. Like I think that happens in like Terminator, one of the Terminators, I think. But I don't know. I thought it was
The
hilarious.
second one. Yeah, I like the more subtle ones. Well, not always, because I love when the lawyer gets eaten by the T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
Yes.
But one of my favorites, and it kind of goes to like kind of the favorite way I have to kill people, um, is in Return of the Living Dead. When the two guys open the barrel and the gas hits them, and
Right.
they don't realize, nobody realizes they're actually dead at that point for
Oh,
like through at least a third to the half of the movie. So the two of the cemetery guys are dead without knowing it. And then as rigor mortis starts setting in and they start, um, things start going wrong, and they realize it. And they're realizing it as the craving for brains hits. And
wow.
so one guy kills himself and the other guy tries to kill everybody else. But I like that. I like that, oh crap moment of, yeah. And so I say my personal favorite way to kill people is poison.
Poison. Ooh. Slow acting or fast acting?
I've written stories with both. I'm actually working on one right now, because there's always a body count. No matter,
Mm-hmm.
even in the romances I write, there's always a body count, and not in the good way. Um,
Right.
but um, I'm actually using mercury because we had a case actually in Tucson. A friend of mine used to work for the Poison Control Center, where some kids found a jar of mercury like in their grandfather's garage, and they put it in squirt bottles and they were squirting it all over around.
Oh,
And
no.
luckily nobody died, but the entire family got mercury poisoning. And that's
Oh,
something that's not looked for, and it's something that is subtle. It mimics so many other things
mm-hmm.
that people don't do poison. So I'm figuring squirting it into the heating system of a car. Somebody
Wow.
right before somebody's going to go on a long trip, that's a great way to get rid of somebody in your life, because it's going to evaporate. They're going to breathe it. They're going to probably have a car accident,
Mm-hmm.
and boom, they're dead.
Right. Someone
So
would have to
I
work
like that.
really, really hard to figure out that it was mercury poisoning.
Yeah. And if you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it.
Exactly. Exactly. So in some of my horror novellas, I've had people die by tentacle monster. I've done the zombies, but in the first horror novella that I ever wrote, it took place at a carnival. It was called the Carnival from Mars. So this guy had a freak house full of creatures that he had gotten from Mars, and the protagonists in the story stay after the carnival closes, and they think that all these creatures are fake, and they find out that they're not. So I had a big blob monster that enveloped one of the characters and then just kind of digested him, just kind of like absorbed him like nutrients through a sponge or something like that. Um, I had giant slug-like creatures that melted your face. I mean, there are just so many different ways that you can dispose of college co-eds. And that,
Yes.
and I thought that was a lot of fun because I didn't have to use the same creature to kill all of the kids. And because like zombie movies, all you have are zombies. You know, werewolves, all you have are werewolves. And I thought this one was a lot of fun because I could use different creatures. I think I had a mimic that had its face open up and like envelop your face as it ate it. That was so much fun.
Oh
Um,
God, that makes me think of the Beastmaster with
oh wow.
the they're just in there really briefly, like they're bat kind of creatures, and they have these big like wing things that they open up, and they grab you and they shake you around, and that's what it is they're digesting you. And then when
Oh
they open their arms again, they just drop a skeleton. That's
wow.
that's a good one.
That's the Mark Singer one, right?
Yeah.
Nice. See,
Yes, I'm showing my age.
well, I barely I didn't get to see. I saw the TV show and I watched that for different reasons. Um, my when I was a kid, my mom had we had all the VHS movies, and as I was going through the VHS tapes, I was like, okay, what are you in the mood for, Mom? Like, what kind of movies do you want to watch? You want to watch natural disasters killing people? Do you want to watch dinosaurs killing people? Do you want to see aliens killing people? Like everything was killing people at the end of it. It's like, I don't know if that says anything about me or as a person or just the type of movies I like.
I was gonna say, let me show you my DVD collection.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Clowns killing people, dogs killing people, spiders killing people. I mean, it was just a lot of violence. Um, out of the stuff that you've written, what is your personal favorite way that you've killed a character?
Oh, that would probably be in my first romance novel. It was like paranormal romance, paranormal erotic romance, mind you. I actually have a like an ancient creature that should be extinct, but can still linger, and it gets cracked out of a rock by an archaeologist. And what it does is it invades the body of a creature and uses that to like kill and eat progressively bigger and smarter creatures. And so it at one point it gets into a grizzly bear. And that was fun to write. It was fun to write the attack, and it was fun to write when the body, what was left of the body, was found. So
Ooh.
I'm by training an archaeologist with a concentration in physical anthropology. So I like bones. I like that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
And I took, this is for something for anybody watching, Pima Community College, a lot of community colleges or universities will do death investigation classes. So I took a semester class through Pima Community College where it was taught by the lead investigator for the medical examiner's office. So it was slides and lecture. He showed us over 2,400 slides.
Oh my God.
And some of the things are just insane. And some are really tragic, but yeah, it's a great way to understand if somebody shoots, this caliber of bullet, this is what it's going to look like on the body,
Mm-hmm.
if, and so, yeah, it's a really good breakdown. I would encourage anybody to do that. But yes,
Yeah.
I did like the bear,
Bears
the
are cute
evil
and
possessed
cuddly
bear.
until they're not. I can't think of any one particular. I think the most unique way I've killed a character. Last year, I discovered the art style of, well, not the art style, but the writing style of creepypastas.
Yes.
And I decided that I was going to try and write a couple of my own. So I wrote about 5 stories. Um, I have a story where a guy was trying to return a tuxedo he bought from like a Goodwill type store, but he didn't have his receipt. And he was kind of a jerk about not having this receipt and like expecting to get his money back. So he was taken to the back room and pushed in a room full of piles of clothes that had been donated or returned. And they came alive and they devoured him.
Oh, I like that.
And they just left him for dead. So I'm like, wow, that was a very unique way, the most unique way of killing somebody in
Yes.
my stories.
Actually,
Well,
I was just thinking of ghost stories. I love ghost stories. And it's actually a middle grade story. So if you have Goosebumps by R.L. Stine, right next to it is Jonathan Stroud.
mm-hmm,
And he has it set to where ghosts, only children can see ghosts, only certain children.
mm-hmm.
But if a ghost touches you, you're dead. And some
Oh
of the deaths in
wow.
there, and I have to say that if you want a good ghost, terrifying ghost story,
Mm-hmm.
that I love horror. I usually don't get scared by it. That was a check the cat horror. You hear a noise, you check the cat. If the cat
Right,
doesn't freak out, nothing's gonna get you.
right.
But yeah, that's one I would definitely recommend for other people's writing. Um, yeah, probably the bear is the most interesting one. I did actually in a short story. Oh gosh, like the third or fourth short story I got published, I think. Um, with my cross-dressing supernatural healer uh, delivering were-coyote babies.
Ooh,
But I actually, there's an earlier moment in there where somebody murders somebody using water contaminated with oleander.
oh wow.
Because the poison scale goes from 1 to 6, and oleander's a 5.
Ooh,
And it's something people don't look for.
right.
So that one, and it looks like you're just having intestinal issues,
Mm-hmm.
and then you die. But yeah, and it's people don't realize just how dangerous oleander is.
Right.
But that was a fun one. And then I had the were coyote rip somebody apart later on. But
Oh, lovely. I know we don't have much time left, but another thing that I think, another common question for writers is, do you ever put anyone in that you know in real life into your stories and then mercilessly kill them?
not by name.
Not by name, no.
Here, yes.
I have done that several times. Mostly anybody named Jamie or Bren. If you ever read my work and you see somebody named Jamie or Bren, you pretty much know that they're not long for this book. If somebody had a lineup
Yeah.
and said, point to the Jamie and Bren that hurt you, all of them.
Yeah, and for me it's their gender and their hair color. Blondes do not tend to last long. They are going down. But I did at one point, it's a book that I kind of taught myself how to write with it, how to complete a novel. And I tried to look at it the other day and I can't look at it. But yes, I slaughtered most of the junior class. That was the junior class when I was a sophomore because they were jerks. But
Nice.
Oh, so it's time for us to wrap up, it looks like. So Scott is reminding me to remember, hopefully, if we can get this set up, after we show this video, we are going to have a live question and answer session. So stay tuned.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'm Cam Blackwell. Oh, there's a kitty.
Yes. I'm Jill Knowles. This is Stella. Thank you for watching.
Enjoy the rest of the con.
Yes, yes, definitely. We'll see you in person next year. Fingers and toes.
Be there or be square.
Yes, trying to keep the cat butt out. Okay.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Was that what you were looking for?
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Oh, good.
So we'll take this video. We're going to probably edit it a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what's going to be happening then. That's not, something I do. Possibly, take out some of the ums or some of the spaces or things like that. And then once we get our, we're supposed to have everything set up like 2 or 3 days ahead of time as far as our run schedule and time. So then we're going to send, we'll send you the stuff. And the other thing is really push this on social media. Okay, it's a free event. It's online. I don't know if you've actually gone to our website or anything, but we actually have some really good sponsors. So we're trying to get some okay numbers as far as the as the videos and things like that. So that way next year when we're doing this live, we can keep them with sponsors, and hopefully this is going to really turn out to be great for all of us. Okay.
Yeah, I've been trying to get it out, less on social media, but more at work.
Oh, right.
Anytime anybody buys anything sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, anything like that, hey, go to Tesco.
And the easiest way to do it is tell them to go to our website. It's a free online event.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. And
nice meeting you, Cameron.
Hi, you too, Jill. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't know how to make it turn itself off.
Oh, okay. I'll end it for everyone.
Yay, thank you.